Okay, we're back here. Now we are live and in the correct orientation. The YouTube app decided not to... Oh, there's a deer that just ran by. The YouTube app decided not to let me shoot in landscape. I don't know why it was doing that. But what we're doing here, we're just having a little live stream. I live on a golf course, so it's pretty nice out here. It's pretty beautiful. There's a deer right over there. So we're just hanging out, taking a little walk here out in nature. I have the Zhiyun Smooth Q3 crane. It's a Smooth Q stabilizer that we're using. So I'm just walking and holding this stabilizer and figured I would hang out with you guys a bit. Haven't been able to do tech talks in a little bit because of scheduling and things like that, but wanted to get a little video out on this thing. Hey guy, how you doing, man? Yeah, we had a great Thanksgiving. My wife's family, there's an extended family that we do, like 40 people in a garage for Thanksgiving, so it's so fun. And my brother and my other brother and their families came in a couple weeks before, but hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving as well. It's just a beautiful Saturday out here tonight. You see this golf course area here. I'm just walking the golf course path here out back, and it's just so nice that I decided to just take a walk and do a little video here. But there's a lot of things that people have been posting on some of the videos here, or some things that people wanted to ask about what kind of phone they should buy now that 2017 is kind of wrapping up here and we're heading into 2018 soon. But there's so many options for good stuff to buy in 2017 coming to 2018. It kind of depends on your situation, but I love a couple different devices. The Pixel 2 and XL 2XL are both awesome devices. The XL, obviously, you're gonna have some color shift and a few things with the screen that they're still working out with some of the software updates. But overall, if you're looking for an Android device and you want a pure Android device that is going to give you some of the best performance on Android, I would say go with the Pixel XL2 2XL. So that would be my choice if you have, $850 plus just burning a hole in your pocket and want to check that out. Then I really like the OnePlus 5T. Now I'm on Sprint, so that's CDMA, and they don't offer Verizon or Sprint here in the USA for the OnePlus 5T. So if you're on CDMA and you're not able to do the OnePlus 5T, which, that's a bummer for me, because at $500, man, that is a really great deal. And the Essential phone's starting to become a classic for the budget market as well. The low bridges on these trees, don't want to whack the phone either. I'm really thinking about picking up an Essential phone. Actually, Sprint has a $5 a month lease that's happening right now. Yeah, no OnePlus for you either, guy. Sprint has a $5 a month lease right now that you can buy out. And some people are saying with new purchase they can actually buy out the Essential phone for only $150 or $140, which is crazy. If you can do that, I would. And I might go to the Sprint store and ask about that, because that would be awesome. Unlocked it would be a little better because they don't have some of the Sprint bloat on there. But for $140, $150, man, that's crazy cheap and would be an awesome pickup. But let me know what you guys think about that. They just released the portrait mode, and I actually saw a couple pictures of people that posted about the portrait mode on Reddit and a couple other sources, and it's pretty impressive for how much issues the camera has overall. To see the portrait mode and to see what it looks like, it actually looks really good on the Essential phone from the few pictures that I've seen. Now, they could have, you know, doctored it up a little bit or done whatever, but these are just random users that I saw post it, and they looked really good. So I'm glad to see that the Essential phone has some good things. What's up, William? How's it going, man? Good to see you with us. There's a little bit of a low bridge here. You can't. There's a bunch of trees that are fallen on the walking path here, so I gotta dodge this a little bit. But the Note 8 feels really good in the hand, but it's super tall. So if you don't have, you know, humongo hands like I do, long fingers, it might be an issue for some people to use the Note 8. I like it. It feels good. That's another thing too. If you don't like the curved edges of the device, does get a little wonky if you're not used to it. I think it feels good. It feels pretty smooth. Overall, I like the Note 8. It does have a great camera. The Pixel 8 and that go back and forth. For me, the Note 8 is really worth the money. Yeah, what are some things that you like about that that is really good? Yeah, we were just talking about the OnePlus before you got in, I think, William. I would pick that up if I were on T-Mobile or AT&T, but I'm on Sprint, which is really good around here, but you know, some areas aren't so good. But yeah, the Note 8, if you like the stylus, it's hard to suggest if you could get an 8 Plus for less money is gonna have better battery life. It's hard for me to suggest for everyone to get the Note 8. Now, the Note 8 does have probably some better camera stuff with the software. The Note 8 is gonna obviously have the stylus. It's gonna be a little bigger. There's obviously reasons to pick up the Note 8, but hey, Everyday Tech, welcome. You know, there's obviously reasons to pick up the Note 8 versus the S8 Plus, but if you're an average consumer that just wants a fast phone that's gonna have pretty good battery life, is gonna feel good in the hand, the S8 Plus is a great phone. Yeah, so a friend got a Note 8 and they had a learning curve. That totally makes sense. It's especially with, you know, the stylus and some of the extra gestures and things like that. My brother Jeremy picked up the iPhone 10. It was the same way. A little bit of learning curve on the 10 with the new gestures. When I was playing around with it, like it's just switching between apps and a couple other things. You're like, it takes you a few minutes to get your brain around the no button on the bottom and no software buttons on the bottom. So you're like, how does work? But everything else with the iPhone 10 feels really good in the hand. Between the iPhone 10 and the Essential phone, to me, they feel the best in the hand. If you get a chance to hold both of them, they're just like so good. I mean, they could be a little bit bigger instead of a 5.7 or 5.8 inch screen. If they were like both a 6.0, it would be like kind of that money spot for me because I have big hands. But for a normal person, I think the 5.7 and 5.8 on the Essential and on the iPhone 10, it would be super nice for a normal person. They just feel so good. The Essential especially, it's a little boxier, which I think to me feels like a little better in the hand, whereas the 10, you know, it's got those smooth edges with the steel, which is kind of a little bit slippery. Like I'm a little worried about dropping that, whereas the Essential phone is got that boxiness to it that's a little more industrial. I feel like a little better. The G6 is money for holding it. I mean, the size of it, the overall design, they took out a couple things that were on the V20 and on other devices that I miss out on the G6, but right now you can get them super cheap, like $400 or less. And Sprint also has another deal for the G6 that's a $5 a month, and then I'm not sure what the buyout is on that on the lease. But a G6, like, so many people are concerned with getting like, oh, the new iPhone, the new Samsung device, the new whatever. But if you just want a really solid device, the G6 had a lot of great things. It had a super solid camera with the dual cameras. It had a great looking screen. The aspect ratio, if you like 18:9, is nice. I would love to play around with the Razer phone. They don't have them in stores, and I don't know if I want to spend an extra $700 right now, but Razer phone's kind of like a curveball in the market right now because that 16.9, stuff like that. Oh yeah, William, we can play Fortnite. Add me on Fortnite. I think on Fortnite I should just be Kung Fu Penguin. So add me on there. I love it. It's fun. Oh sweet, Joel from England. Nice. I have relatives in Finland, not England, but Tristan. Oh, more people from England. That's sweet. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Yeah, so if you're looking in the budget range, you could get an S8 like for under 400 probably. You can get a refurbished one for like 400-ish. You can get a G6, which is super great for the price right now because of G7's kind of around the corner here, and the V30. V30, that's a whole nother thing. That feels really great. That's another one. If you don't want a curved screen for the Note 8 and you just want like a really solid wireless charging, dual cameras and everything like that, the V30 is really nice. I'm using the V20 still. Any particular guitars? I'm not sure if you meant to say guitars. I mean, I play guitar. I have a Gibson SG. I can recommend that. I need a new iPhone, thinking about the 10. Yeah, so Tristan, if you are thinking about the 10, there's a couple things to think about here. It's a weird aspect ratio that some people aren't quite used to. So you are gonna technically lose wide screen real estate. So you're gonna have a taller screen, but it does feel really good in the hand. It's just, I think, kind of the perfect size for a normal, quote unquote, person's hand to feel really good. It doesn't feel like a 5.8-inch screen. The wizardry of the notch on the top and just the no bezels does feel super good. The 8 Plus, you know, you're gonna get what you're used to with the 8 Plus, and the 8, you know, the cameras are just about as good. On the 8 Plus, the second camera doesn't have, the telephoto doesn't have optical image stabilization, whereas you might get some better low light and some better video on the 10 because of that. But you don't lose out a lot. But if you're used to the old bezels and how big it is, then 8's still good, and it's a little, you know, a lot cheaper. It's hard to say, for me, it's hard to say, you know, hey, spend $1,000, and if you get Apple Care, or if you get, you know, extra tax or whatever, $1,100, $1,200, you get the 256 model, and goodness, you're gonna be going up really high. But it's hard for me to say. Now, people like my brother and people others that are really into tech and are gonna love it. Man, the iPhone 10 is a nice device. It feels really good, and overall it's great. You said you really messed up your device. Sorry, the screen. Which one do you think you should get? Yeah, so Joel, if that's hard to tell, man. If you want the best of the best and are thinking, you know, I really want to get a new iPhone, then the iPhone 10, if your granny's putting out the money, it's really awesome right now. But if you're looking for Android devices, it depends on your price range. I don't know in England what they're setting at, but here in the United States, the G6, the Essential phone, and an S8 refurbished are all like 400 or less. Okay, and yeah, and so those things are really great. The Note 8, there's some really good buy one get one deals right now. I know for the United States we have a lot of buy one get one deals on the V30 and the Note 8. If you like switch over to a different carrier, like Sprint's doing some, T-Mobile's doing some, different ones. Here's the you know, putting green if you want to come putt with me here in West Virginia. But yeah, so there's lots of great deals for the holiday that carriers are trying to get you to switch and kind of try to get you to come over to their carrier. So that's something that there's a bunch of deals right now. Oh dang, you're using the iPhone 10 and the Note 8. Yeah, that's kind of the best of both worlds there. I would personally probably use the Pixel 2 and the iPhone 10 if I were to use both, but the Note 8, it's great. It's hard to beat it. My phone's scrambled. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so there's so many devices that I could recommend, but those are kind of the top ones. If you're looking the budget range, if you have AT&T or T-Mobile, you know, a GSM, then I would say go for the OnePlus 5T. I've heard it picks up crumbs real bad. I'm not sure what you're saying with the iPhone 10 about crumbs. It can get dirty on the back pretty easily with the glass screen, but Yeah, if you're on GSM, the iPhone, I mean the OnePlus 5T is super nice. I don't know what wizardry they do in that second low light camera, but the images are looking pretty good out of it. So I'm thinking that's a great pickup. Like I said, in the budget range, you got the G6, Central Phone, S8 refurbished. V20, I mean, is $300 at a lot of places right now. I'm still rocking the V20. I had a little bit of screen retention issues. Lately, it's kind of been, having some issues with getting real, it's been real closing some apps randomly, which is random. I probably need to reset and clear out my apps and then redo a fresh, clean boot. You know, you need to do that with Android every 6 months a lot of times, but I'm not sure what you're saying about the crummage. I don't know if you mean it's, you said picking up crummage. I'm not really picking up what you're saying there. If you explain a little more. White depending on the bread. What other colors were there? I'm not sure about the iPhone 10. I would have to look that up. I know there's like the black and the gray and the white. But there's a couple different ones that are super solid. They all look good. My brother got the gray one, and it looks super good. I mean, it looks nice. You're not getting all the crazy colors that other ones might have, the other phones, but you know, white might be good. Yeah, white. I think the white looks good. I've always been fond of all white phones or blue or other. Splash damage from tea and crumpets, or toast and crumpets. Nice. Yeah, good thing that it's, you know, IPS 68 certified, so that way you don't get any tea or anything or any water in your phone and mess it up. that'd be rough. I haven't had any issues with phones or anything getting any water damage yet, but you know, knock on wood out here in one of these trees. But yeah, any other questions that you guys have on some phones around here? I'm just enjoying it. It's a beautiful night. You can see the sun's starting to go down back there. This is just on the V20 that I'm filming on right here with this Zhiyun Smooth Q3 wireless stabilizer. Wireless, I don't know, I said wireless, it's just stabilizer. Little handheld guy, you know, pretty good little size, about $130 US dollars in Best Buy, and you can get it on Amazon. I even saw it as low as like 99 or 89 on Amazon. I'm liking it. I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, obviously, like moving around, it's pretty solid here. I've got some good solid shots with it in the 4K. It moves out, moves in here. It tracks pretty well. You can change it to like auto follow. I don't have it on auto follow my face right now, but I just have it on a little bit of tracking with the movement. So I've liked this little stabilizer so far, and it's perfect for things like this. When you're just out and about walking and doing a stream or doing some video, you can really get some really nice tracking shots and some really nice gimbal shots for that. My hand span is about 6 centimeters long. Wrist stop, what phone should you get? If you think you have a smaller hand, the iPhone X or the Essential phone are really nice because they fit in the width really well. Now, they're a little harder to reach to the top. If you have smaller hands, I would not suggest the Note 8. The V30, probably not, because they're bigger phones. I think it's GSM Arena. It might be one of the other ones. Your thumb is small. Yeah, that's gonna be an issue. So I would look at the Essential phone or the iPhone 10. They're a little easier to reach to the top, definitely. One of those, I think GSM Arena, one of them has this really cool site where you can compare the different sizes, and you can actually put in the dimensions of your current phone, and then it'll show you the exact size of the other phones with it. So like I compared my V20 to the Pixel XL, and things like the iPhone 10 and things like the V30. That way I can get a better idea. And then in person, I've done it as well. But when they first were all announced, I put in the dimensions and everything just to see some ideas of how big each of those phones were, what they looked like, what they felt like. and it was pretty cool. It helped me get some perspective on the different sizes. I thought it was pretty crazy. Even with the front-facing speakers, even with a little bit bigger bezels on the Pixel 2 XL, it still fits in the same footprint as like the iPhone 6 Plus size. So like the same size as that. My pockets are always way too big, but yeah, you gotta be careful with that. I haven't had any issues. Sometimes my pockets are too small for phones. I feel like jean pockets are getting smaller and smaller for some reason. But no, it's good stuff, and hopefully all of you are having a wonderful day wherever you are, whether it be England or United States or all over the world. Hope you guys are having good things. If you have any more questions, we'll wrap up here. But I just wanted to get a quick little live stream in here. I might be live streaming some Fortnite or some other games tonight. So if you guys want to see any Fortnite or some other games streamed, let me know. I have a couple videos that I'm working on, and I have a list of a bunch of videos for December. I have some more time to crack out some videos. This, was there a dog? I don't even see it. That's funny. It could have been back there. This is the wild and wonderful West Virginia, so who knows? But if there's anything particular that you guys wanted to see in a video, maybe some comparisons or something, let me know, and I'd love to crack some of those out this month. I'm trying to get more out for. It could have been a fox. That would have been awesome. I love seeing the birds. Yeah, seeing foxes out there. Hello and welcome. Glad you friends could stop by. Hope that you're having a wonderful day. And you know what? I will check you guys later. Maybe I'll be on some Fortnite or some other games tonight or sometime this week on live stream. And then we're going to get Heslop Tech Talk happening again Thursday or Friday of this week with Jeremy and Josh. That way we can get back some live stream talking with you guys. But thank you guys so much for watching. There was a blue granny bird back there. I don't know where it is at this point. But hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys all later. But as always, you keep it classy, and I'll check you all in the next video. See you later.